Hello, we are here at the World Hydrogen Week in Copenhagen. My name is Eduard Sala de Vedruna and I'm here today with my colleague Shankari Srinivasan and Catherine Robinson. Shankari, Catherine, what are your key takeaways of the day?
Yeah, so this morning we were hearing a lot about the speed that projects are going ahead and how the development is. And I think overall a little bit of a tone of perhaps a little bit slower than we were first expecting. What do you think?
Yeah, I think there were some concerns that things were moving more slowly than people had hoped, but definitely still very much a positive momentum. Projects going forward, projects getting bigger, more projects. So from that point of view, I think the feeling of the day has been really quite positive, or very positive even, I think.
Yeah, and I think we were also hearing a little bit more about the customers, the consumers, and that's been a big sticking point up until now. So in terms of consumers are signing up, but particularly for Europe, there was a little bit of a feeling of, well, are they signing up because it's mandated, or are they doing offtake agreements because it's mandated, or not? And is it a little bit of uncertainty? I don't know, do you think we were hearing the same thing for the rest of the world?
I think what was really interesting was listening to the derivatives discussions, and there we were definitely hearing about offtake, hearing discussions about what particular products were interesting, yes, in Europe, but also elsewhere. There was a really interesting discussion about what was happening in Germany and the momentum there, but I think, yeah, Europe seems to be, very much a focus at the moment.
And we heard a little bit less about policy, right, today? It was more about how things are developing.
Yeah, I guess, there seemed to be sessions that were dedicated to regulation, but you're right. I think it was separated a little bit between the financing side, the regulation side, and then the projects itself.
Yeah, and I think that maybe reflects where the market is today. The idea that policy is maybe slightly settled, and maybe, Shankar, this is back to your point around how we see differences between the regions. Yes, there's uncertainty in North America, but in Europe and in APAC, maybe more policy certainty, so less need to discuss it, and therefore being able to focus on financing, project development, technology. We heard a lot about new technology as well, so lots of different topics covered.
Well, thank you very much. Any last thing that you would like to share with the audience?
Well, I'd just like to say is coming from the gas side, from natural gas and LNG, there were actually a lot of questions about what that link between natural gas, LNG, and hydrogen. So I think we're going to hear more about the molecules, for the future.
No, I think I'm just to echo what Shankari had to say. Yeah, much more discussion of molecules, taking the electron, turning it into molecule, and working out what to do with it. So I think that'll be a really interesting thing to continue to discuss.
Thank you very much. Tomorrow more.